Welcome, Army fans. This is Joe Iacono with GoBlackKnights.com, along with Army starting fullback Kanye Udoh. Kanye, how has practice been going this week leading up to definitely your biggest game of the year thus far?
Our practice has been going good this week, especially last week too during the bye. Really intentional, really focused, and we just been executing.
And what's kind of, you've had a really good season, obviously, both rushing the ball and blocking. What's the number one thing you're working on this week as you get ready to face a super talented Notre Dame defense?
Like you said, they're super talented, one of the best defenses in the country. So just staying focused on my assignment, understanding what I have to do, understanding like the nuances that come with it, and just executing.
And, we've always known you can run the football, but you've done a really nice job lead blocking for your backfield cohorts this year, especially quarterback Bryson Daly, helping him have the season he's having. We've been watching a lot, especially in short yardage and down at the goal line. Many times at a gun, you'll be the lead blocker for him to kind of follow through the hole. Talk about kind of what's helped you improve your blocking skills the most this season.
Just confidence, one of the things, and just practicing it every single day. Like never getting tired of practicing it, just hammering it and just going after it every single day.
And what do you think the most important thing the Army offense needs to do this Saturday night against Notre Dame in order to give the team a chance to win?
Right, just play our game. Don't try to do anything different. Just play our game. Play Army football. Just control the ball. Big plays are gonna come. Just be ourselves.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice. When I watched, the other academy play Notre Dame, it seemed like they tried to do a little too much.
Right.
That caused a lot of unforced errors. Obviously, turnovers are going to be crucial. You've had a really good year taking care of the ball and protecting the ball. You did have the one fumble against North Texas a week and a half ago. What happened on that play?
I just wasn't squeezing the ball right, and the defender made a good play on the ball. He like got a good rip on it, but should have squeezed the ball more and just pulled it more to my side.
Awesome. And talk a little bit about how the other fullbacks are coming along. Jake Rendina, I know you split some reps with him. Hayden Reed plays a lot of slot too, but he also plays some fullback. How have you guys been working together, and how have the other fullbacks been coming along the last couple weeks?
Right. Jake is like, we've been doing this since prep. He's been very intentional. He helps me a lot, like with blocking and stuff. He's been great all season. He's been playing well whenever his number's called. And shout out to Hayden too. Like he plays two positions. He understands both positions fully. Like he's able to get in there at B back and run the ball and block, and then he's able to go to slot and do the same thing. So really impressive. He's been doing great all season.
And one of the things, and I know Army runs a lot of plays that aren't triple option or traditional option, but one of the keys in the option, obviously, is the mesh between the quarterback and the B back. And you and Bryson haven't had any issues on the mesh all season. So, what do you think has contributed to that? Just a lot of repetition over the last couple of years, or what's the
I
connection between you two?
knock on wood here, but
Yeah, I know. I don't want to jinx you before
knock
Saturday
on
night.
wood.
I won't.
But yeah, me and Bryson have just been practicing it since spring, since before spring, just same thing over and over and over again. Getting used to each other, getting used to how like we go through the mesh, and that's what led to our success so far.
Good stuff. And the seven or so big guys that you run behind, the mob has gotten all kinds of accolades this year. They're a Joe Moore semifinalist, I believe, or finalist for O-line of the year, along with the Notre Dame O-line. And I know your high school buddy Brady Small anchors that line at center. Talk about the confidence that you have as a fullback behind that group, knowing that, on some plays, especially in short yardage, you don't even get touched till you're a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then you get the opportunity to run downhill and break tackles.
Right, our offensive line has played amazing all season. They've been so focused and so intentional every practice, and it really shows up in the game. During the games, like there's times we'll just call on them, like get gritty, lock in, and just perform. And they've answered every single time. So huge shout out to them. Our success wouldn't be what it is right now without them, for sure.
And getting ready for Notre Dame, you've got a couple practices and maybe a walkthrough left before Saturday night. What's the number one thing Kanye Udoh is honed in on and focused on for the next couple days?
Just play my game, go out there and be myself.
Awesome. Well, if you do that, I think the Army fans are going to be happy with the results. Definitely looking for a multi-pronged attack out of the offense between quarterback Bryson Daly, fullback Kanye Udoh, and the slot backs. Looking for a big day on the ground, hopefully to control the clock and dominate time of possession and put together some nice long drives like you did against North Texas. Which I guess I'll make that my kind of final question for you, Kanye. That 13-minute and 54-second drive that you guys ran 21 plays, is that the longest drive of your career at Army, or have you had longer ones? And what's that like to just be out there and just kind of knowing, gosh, we haven't broken one yet, but they can't really stop us at this point?
Right. That's my longest drive in my football life, period. Um, yeah, but going out there, that was just pure culture. Like that's just who we are. Going out there and just 4 or 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards over and over and over again. It just speaks to the type of people that we have on this team. It was just a lot of fun. During the drive, I didn't even know that we were on the field for that long. I was just caught up into it. Then I went up on the sideline. I'm like, whole quarter pass. I'm like, what happened? Like, so just out there and play.
Yeah, that was wild. So here's another good question for you. Growing up in South Jersey, you probably went to maybe more Phillies games than Yankees games, but have you ever been to the new Yankee Stadium that you guys will be playing in tomorrow night or Saturday
Yeah.
night?
Over the summer, we actually took like a team trip over there to a Yankees game. So that was my first time at the stadium. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Awesome. And how exciting is it? I know when you're in the game and you're in the moment, you're just focused on doing your job and just trying to execute, right? But how
Mhm.
exciting is it to get to play a game on Saturday night, national TV with everybody watching against another ranked team in the historic Yankee Stadium where so many big time sporting events have taken place over the last 100 years?
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. It's a lot of fun. Big games, bigger games are always fun. But it's just like any other week, just do what you do, control what you can control, and just play football. That's really all it comes down to at the end of the day. Just guys out there playing football.
Yep, absolutely. Well, Kanye, best of success to you the rest of the week and for Saturday. We know you're going to have a great game. Thanks for taking the time with us. Army fans, this has been Joe Iacono along with Army fullback Kanye Udoh saying, Go Army, beat Notre Dame.